Campanja, Marcus Gruber, and Berner Sedeval.
Thank you. So, press this button, right? So, my name is Marcus Gruber. I'm one of the founders and the CEO of Campanja. I started my entrepreneurial career when I was 13 and done a few different ventures from there, but Campanja is really what I've been so passionate about the last few years because it really concludes a lot of the experience that I built up. Banner?
Yeah, my name is Berner Sedeval. I'm the CTO and co-founder of Campanja. I started my first business at age 18 and have been in the IT industry since. And together we built Campanja as the founders. And what Campanja does is that we help big advertisers who buy advertising on Google and on Bing to buy the advertising more efficiently. And this not only results in more efficient or more ROI or better profit, but also enables our customers to achieve their business goals in a better way. We're 46 employees, and we have offices in Stockholm, Palo Alto, and London. And we want to tell you a little bit about our journey.
So the first thing is really proving a business model for a company. And well, we're fortunate to have one of our honored guests here, Jonas Olander, who was our first customer.
I look really happy.
You are all the time, especially after we helped him achieve a significant growth with his search engine marketing. And basically our promise was to give him 30% uplift in 30 days. It took a little bit longer than that. But by the end, after quite a few all-nighters, we succeeded. So the next step after making some success in the Russian market was really we wanted to be a global company, and the US is obviously the market that has the most opportunity for software companies as ourselves. So at a kind of similar event like this, I met with Reed Hastings, who's the founder of Netflix, and I tell a little bit about what we were doing and heard about what were the problems that they had, and pitched them a few ideas. Some products we didn't have at the time, so he said, well, come over to California and meet our team. Well, we met the team 6 months later. During that time, we grew our team from about 5 people to 12 people and actually built the product that they wanted to buy. And we achieved also a 30% uplift where we did a test against the incumbent and one of our competitors. So that was a really, really exciting thing that also helped us raise money. And of course, raising money is a challenging part, but one of the most challenging part is raising money from the right people who give you the right market recognition as well as experience that they bring. So we raised money from one of the lead investors was Ram Shriram, who was the founding investor of Google, and it's one of the board members there.
Yes, and with the money in hand, we built a great team, and we were able to attract people from both who were early at Google and could help us with building out our sales team, and also early at other competitors that could help with how you build and scale your account management organization. And this was a good step. Then we started chasing whales, the really big customers. And I think this was a bit of a trap because they would love to hear what we're doing that is unique and new, but then the buying process was long and complex. So our latest challenge has been to reform this into a more kind of sea bass fishing type of sales model that is iterated and where we can find all the inefficiencies and work with them and optimize them. And thank you for listening, and remember, don't settle for average.
Thank you. So you have some very impressive investors. What would they say is unique about you and that doesn't exist in the market already?
So basically, there has been a few technology shifts. So one fundamental technology shift has been from SQL databases to NoSQL databases. So our competitor was built 5-10 years ago when there were different type of infrastructure that didn't allow the type of real-time processing that we're bringing to the table. As well as a lot of companies in the software space has basically been settling for something that can be sold to a lot of companies and focus then on building the sales team instead of really going deep into product and adding that quite significant additional value. So take basically a next step, next generation, what's been in there.
Niklas?
I'm not a techie at all. Is it even possible to explain to me what you really do?
So I think that basically what we do at the core is to guess the value of a click. And our statement is that we are better at guessing the value of a click than our competitors. And then we buy the clicks at a better price compared to your business goal. And this is really the key in order to achieve your goals with advertising.
Thank you.
For someone like me who got into the internet and banner advertising in the 90s, I mean, this is music to my ears. It's always been a client saying, what do I get for my money? And the problem has always been to prove that you get better and better and more.
Yes.
From what what I hear is more valuable clicks is what if I were to go to one of my clients, I'd say, let's use this system for more valuable clicks.
Yeah, and I think that this has been really like the core of what we try to achieve. And now in the CBAS version of our sales process, we even say to our customers that, don't take our word. I mean, it's very easy to oversell, but run a test and let us prove that our bidding will give you a better result than you're getting today.
And then, of course, comes the question that how easy is it to copy it with some other smart programmers?
So, I mean, it's, 40, 50,000 lines of code. So that's, copy-paste. But obviously, we have been at this for a long time. Yep. Our team has been at this for a long time. And not only have we made a learning that has brought us here where we are today, but this has also become the platform that we use to innovate going forward. So I think for our competitors to kind of, take that company and copy it, that will be quite hard.
Are you finding any differences in the US market versus other markets? Do you need to have other talent, skills, teams to be successful here?
There's a lot of differences. I would say one of the differences that in the US is that companies have tried one solution after another, after third. So basically they're the fourth solution within a span of maybe 5 or 6 years. So coming into the established market as the US has obviously been a challenge from the beginning. And the funny thing is that our competitors price themselves at the 6th or 7th of what we're pricing. So basically we're coming in as an unknown company, charging 6-7 times more, and basically want them to invest in trying us, which is a significant process for a lot of companies in our space because they have to implement our product, which takes several months of time. So the challenge has been on building trust, and that's why we focus a lot on getting the right investors, the right customers. And now when we switch our sales model, it's become so much easier. So this is now something we can prove across the board. And culture is different. Culture is different. Mm-hmm. But I think that what we want to bring is we want to bring American people over to Sweden, to the Swedish office, experience the cold, and the other way around. And it's so fun working together, sharing culture. We have people across, actually, if you count the one-person office, there's 5 different places. But it's so important to bring people together and create a culture where people know what each other person is doing, and also from a personal level. So
if Netflix is a whale, who are the groupers?
So the groupers are the smallest one.
Yeah. Give me some brand names.
So I would say, you have the price line, eBay, the largest of the largest.
Yeah.
You have companies like Rosetta Stone, One King's Lane, those guys. And then you have all the, like for Tictel's customers would be, which is presenting here next, there's hundreds of e-commerce businesses that sells maybe, there's 1, 3, 4 person company. And right now, the cost of serving those customers has been very expensive. But over time, as we're iterating our sales model, as we're iterating our product, we reduce that friction and allows more advertisers to come on board of our platform.
I think Jane.
I was wondering about the scalability. You said your integration with your product took several months for a customer?
Before.
Yeah, that sounds pretty difficult to scale.
Yeah, it turns out you're completely correct. That's why we had to change the way we think about it and the way we approach it. And I mean, that was a big, because if you're shooting for the whales, then it's really like, it's okay that it takes 1 year to land a customer that gives you enough revenue to triple the size of your company. But if it turns out that you will not land that whale, then all of a sudden this is a less exciting prospect. So we had this, and it had been going quite well. I mean, Jonas was spending a lot of money, Netflix was spending even more, but then at some point it's kind of, you can't be lucky all the time. So that, I think, was a reason that we really had to change the way we thought about how we should make sales and scale the business.
So you've put some effort into making it easier to integrate and easier to sell, or what is this? How have you changed when you've gone from the whales to the large fish?
So I think that we had very high ambitions when we sold back in the days. We said, you know, we're going to revolutionize your business model, we're going to help you do this the right way, and so on and so forth.
Yeah.
And now we try to say, you know, let's just test one thing. You have something you want today, and let's just see if we can deliver 30% more of that.
Right, Niklas.
I was just wondering about sales. I mean, if you have the kind of success that you are describing with Avito and Netflix, and I mean, what you're doing is sort of the holy grail of e-commerce right now. How hard can it be? If you have the traction, if you have the track record, is it still difficult for you to prove your case?
I think that it's about scaling a business from an operational perspective as well. So it's not only about having a technology that works and that delivers this value, but also to hire up teams like account managers, sales teams, etc. Because as we are right now, we're not a 100% friction-free product where you can download an app and connect everything together, although hopefully will be there, but you still need to engage with the customer, negotiate terms and all those. And that takes time, and it takes time to hire people, train them, and iterate those processes. But that's whole focus is over time is making things faster, because that's what's gonna allow us to grow faster, bring this to more customers all across the world, and become more successful.
So it's more internal hurdles for you right now to grow than actually having attention and so on from customers.
Yes.
That's a good position.
Yeah, thank you.
How does Netflix use you?
So basically what we do is that we integrate our system to learn about who the most valuable customers are. Maybe, for instance, late at night, people that are searching for movies will not convert and get a movie because it's too late. It's like a 3-hour movie, and they will not watch it now, and that time maybe it's better to target series. So basically what we try to do is we try to learn all these different patterns, where the most valuable customers are. Maybe they're in certain regions. Maybe they are at certain times of the day or certain days of the week, and using certain keywords, and basically try to understand why does the audience want to buy this product, and how can we be as relevant as possible.
Time is up. Thank you.
Appreciate the time.
Thank you very much.